Good evening, everybody. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and I am live yet again at Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And this is, as you probably already know, Outer Point Streaming. So, last match of the evening, we've already had 3 of the Knockout Challenge, and our final of the evening, and then we got a whole bunch tomorrow. If you haven't already seen it, oops. Hey, there I am. Sorry about that. A little late on the trigger. So here we are. I am going to switch on over to the table. You already know how this works. The guys are going to lag. We've got first of all, Jason Harlan is taking on Mike Lamere. And they are going to lag. Whoever wins the lag is going to spin the wheel. And spinning the wheel is going to determine the game that's played. If it is 8-ball, it's a race to 8. If it's 9-ball, it's a race to 9. If it's 10-ball, it's also a race to 8. So, without any further ado, let's get them out to the table and lag. I will be right back. Well, for the first time, we are out of, I think, 9 matches, 10 matches so far. Somebody finally spun an 8-ball. So we get to play an 8-ball this evening, and that is going to be Mike Lamere has to win 8, and Jason Harlan has to win 7. Well, it was a good shot on the 5. Unfortunately, catching the backside of that ball put his 3 in a bad spot. So now he's going to have to work out a little bit of a puzzle here. So I have, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I wish I could get rid of it. But I have a pretty rowdy group right outside the booth here. And even though it's quote unquote soundproof, I can hear a lot. So if you're cussing and swearing and everything else, it's not me. So if you get an opportunity, as always, I would greatly appreciate if you like the stream and then share it with your friends. Hit that little notification. Make sure you're already a subscriber. And if you do get an opportunity to... Well, that's a good shot. Mike playing safe right off the bat. I don't blame him. So if you do get an opportunity, jump on over to the chat section if you would, please, and let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear and how it looks on your... If you're sitting at home on your TV, I want to hear how it looks. Always trying to make things better, make it some adjustments if necessary. This is a super, super thin cut. Check this out here. We'll slide on over real quick. Wow. An overcut. I didn't think that was even possible. I don't know if he did either. Well, that 4 ball being tucked in that lower left-hand pocket is going to be an issue for Mike, I believe. That seems to be the only one that is causing a problem. Well, actually, maybe not, just for the simple fact that he could play the 8 off the 7 in the side. He's not going to like this position. Wow. I think he has him tied up on every single ball. I don't believe he can't hit the 4. He can't hit. He's going to have to kick at the 6. That was a good spot for that cue ball. Well, that 15 going in was not much of a help to Mike. It probably helped Jason more than it helped Mike, given that there's no ball to shoot at right now. Okay, I got to know who Scuba Steve is, number one. What a fantastic screen name. Love it. Big Daddy, right? Awesome movie. So, Dumper Dan, what's going on? Good old sidearm. Okay, so Mike pocketing the 4 ball with his 11 was definitely a big help. Now the rules have kind of reversed in this game. Now the problem is on Jason finding a pocket for that 6 ball. Well, if that 10 ball goes past the 9 in the side, I believe that is exactly what... You could actually play the 9 either way. Either one. $14, stop shot, 9 ball, 11, 8. That'd be my pattern. What's going on, Kirk Canast? I believe a fellow Fond du Lac player at Charlie's of Jason's. Jason plays out of Fond du Lac. I think he's the El Dorado area, if I'm not mistaken. Well, this 8 ball to even up the spot. And down she goes. That cue ball had eyes for that side pocket right from the start. I don't believe that got kicked in or anything. Bob Campbell, how is it going, fine sir? What brings you into town? think this is kind of the key shot of this. I mean, there's a couple of shots that are key, but he's going to have to navigate to get to that 13 ball over there, 13 or 14. So I think he's going to play the 10 off the 5 in the pocket. He doesn't want to hit this too hard, because if he does, that 5 might end up right in front of that 13 ball. Oop. All right. He did leave Mike in a bad spot. Let's get to that side view and see if he can cut that 3 in the side. Yep. He probably doesn't want to move that 3 ball, just for the simple fact that's potentially a breakout ball for the 1. Bob Campbell, are you playing pool or just watching? What's going on, Stephen Schwen? Are you ready for your match? If Jason can see this 13, that's going to be the obvious shot, and he is going to break out that 1 ball. The only thing I don't like about that, well, he's going to have to do it eventually, is the fact that there's no pocket for that 8 ball. So that 9 ball is probably going to have to be his breakout ball at some point, which could possibly be exactly what he needs. All right, there's the breakout. Well, I think he's actually got the angle here. Okay, he's still got a shot, but I think the only shot he's going to have to play if he's going to get out of this rack now, obviously after making the 14, is that bank in the side right where the 15 is about to go. Okay, good shot. Ooh, he's all right. queuing is going to, yeah. So, yep, right there. So he is going to be hampered by the 4 ball, just a touch on where he can queue on this cue ball. But I believe he's got the angle to swing around that 1 ball and get to that position where he's looking. Just short of the side pocket. So as you're looking at it, I think, yeah, try to get right by the right side of the side pocket as you see it. He comes too far, it literally takes the bank away, so then he's got nothing. Oh, yeah, and that's what I was talking about. This is really close. I honestly, 1 ball roll less, and this would have been a lot easier. Might still be able to make it, but I think it just got a lot harder. And it hits the outer point. It's a bit of a risky shot. You're feeling confident, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, good shot. Two ball with a little low right. Catch the rail and spin up about 1.5 feet. Or could do that too. Now I think I'd play the 4 first. I wouldn't have earlier, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that's what he was going for either, but if you get out, it doesn't matter. It is looking like a 2-0 lead. All right, nothing going down on the break. While Jason is deciding on which balls he is going to take, I will put this on your screen. If you get an opportunity, scan that QR code, and that'll take you right to the Digital Pool Knockout Challenge bracket, and you can see who is all remaining. And all the tables that are in red, once you get to that website, are the ones that are going to be played tomorrow and Monday. And after that, we are complete with round 1. After round 1 is complete, we are going to be doing a live redraw on Outer Point Streaming. So normally, when you look at a tournament bracket, you can see who you're going to play next. Not in this format. So just a crazy idea. It's kind of like what Matchroom does, or some of the bigger tournaments, of having a redraw. So I think it's either going to be Monday night or Tuesday, whatever the last match is. I'm going to immediately do a redraw. And then the final 16 are going to get notified of who they're going to be playing and schedule the matches for round 2. All right, Jason has taken stripes. I believe he's hidden enough behind the 14 or behind the 15 to play the 14 straight in. So he is electing to jump. And successfully. Good jump. Derek from Avenue Auto. I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you what. If you want a better seat for the rest of the matches, you can come in and commentate with me. So rough day. I hear you. I feel for you, man. But on the flip side, Todd really shot pretty well. Not a lot of mistakes. He played good. I think the smartest part of this rack right now is what Jason is doing is, I like that he's leaving, not that he has a ton of choice in the matter right now, but he's leaving that 15 for last. Quite honestly, I believe this is probably the key shot of this rack. Easily going to pocket the 13. It's the matter of he has to get good shape on that 11 in the side to get to the 15. All right, let's check out this angle. This looks a little bit off angle, kind of more towards the 6 than it is the 15. I might be wrong. We'll find out. Oh. That's not as bad as what you think. He kind of had a shake of the head. It is a steeper cut. He's going to have to come 2 rails, but a little bit of inside left, and he should be able to get back over, and could go twice, could go once, or 3 times. Not an easy shot by any means. Oh boy. He did call cross corner, bottom left. I was just about to say he may have gotten fortunate and blocked Mike's 2-ball, but I don't think so. That was a big underhit. It kind of decelled through that ball and ended up. It almost sounded from here, actually, like it was a bit of a miscue. I think given that he has to play this kind of pocket speed anyway, he actually has the angle going towards the 8, so this is not a gimme. Yeah. He is very fortunate that stayed in the pocket, and he actually, even more fortunate, is the fact that had the 2 gone in, he doesn't have much of a shot on the 8 ball. So I personally would obviously hit the 15, pocket his 2 ball with a little bit of low right, and bring that cue ball all the way down table. And I like the fact that he called it. Actually, oh boy. That's touchy. You don't want to make this 15. Yep, just like so. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. That's smart thinking. Because that makes it a do or die for Mike. Medium speed, rail first, 3 rails, and get the cue ball kind of where it is right now. Just avoid the scratch. I don't think I would go straight on this. Oh boy. Oh. Yikes. All right. This to open up his account, if you will. Get on the board and back to an even race of 6. Indeed. All right. I did not see anything fall. You are correct, Dumper Dan. Last first round match is Tuesday night at 5:30. You are correct, sir. Got 3 tomorrow or 2 tomorrow. I gotta look. All right, folks, I got to step out of the booth for just a moment. I know you're going to miss me, but you'll be okay. Be back in a little bit. Hello, back in the saddle again. So, a couple of questions, or question comment. Am I going to be running another format like this again? Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I already have one for Fargo 600 to 625. That is a $245 entry fee. 16-player bracket, and it is half full. So if you are interested, or you know somebody that's interested, pass it along. Otherwise, I am going to do an elite bracket of 16 players. It actually might even end up being 8, kind of depending on how well the master goes. And then after that, probably going to do another $5.99 down to like a $5.75, somewhere in there. I want to keep it all the Fargo rate very close. The reason being is I don't want to do the handicapping again, just for the simple fact that I like to see an even race, no handicap. JW, what's happening, man? Yikes. Well, although Jason missed that 5 ball, I don't think he really hurt himself all that much. Lyle Gable in the house just came up to the booth and said, hey, wanted to cheer on one of his fellow pool players down at Charlie's. And that would be, obviously, Jason. All right, this I would actually play this combo. And then make sure that no matter what, you've got shape on the 4. Yeah, I like this shot. Just for the simple fact that if you end up making both of them, and there's a really good chance, as deep as that 5 is, there's a good chance that both of these are going to go in. Just like so. Excellent play. Excellent play. All right, probably just spin it around the 11 ball and play the 8 in your upper right. Let's get a different view, shall we? I like that Jason is very much taking his time on this. This is very important, obviously. It's still the beginning of the match, but yeah, good shot. Can't leave yourself much better. JDLB, what's new? All right, 2-2. So if you notice on the bottom of the screen, I'm kind of playing around with a couple of different things on the scoreboard. So don't get discouraged if you don't see their score on the outside boxes. That's normally where it would be. It's the boxing gloves that are the score. And yes, those are little boxing gloves right above the race and the Fargo. And So if you haven't already been here, first of all, thanks for being here. Much appreciated. If you would, do me a huge favor, like it, and then share it with all your friends. And hit that little bell so the next time that we go live, or I should say, here at Varsity Club, then you're going to get a notification. And if Brian goes live at Sussex Bowl, you are going to get a notification as well. All right. While Jason is racking, I'm going to put this up there. So this is what they're playing for. Well, other than the prize money and a trophy and a shirt, so on and so forth. These are the Outer Point Streaming Varsity Club Challenge chips. Priceless. You can't buy them anywhere. I mean, they're a hot commodity. So whoever wins the match gets one of these challenge chips, and they have to bring it back in order to play in the next match. If not, and I've told every one of them, if not, pretty serious consequences. Probably a good lashing, good beating. Anywho, back to the break. All right, Jason coming up dry. So everybody, if you would, put your hands together in the comments section. Get on over there and get ready to clap, because we have a guest commentator that just stepped into the booth all the way from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, supporting his good buddy, Mr. Jason Harlan. Please welcome Mr. Lyle Gable.
How's everybody doing out there?
How was the Herd game?
Herd game was great. They were down 13 at the half. Within 4 minutes, they were tied. 4 minutes later, they were down 13 again. So we took off.
Oops.
But I was watching the first game while I was there on my phone, and then I got a little bit of an eye for my wife. Like, it's
Time to go.
Yeah. No. Couples night out and you're watching pool on your phone while we're watching the herd game.
So you end up leaving the herd game because your wife is mad that you're watching pool, and now you're in the booth with me.
I do have manipulation skills. I have a certain set of skills that is
Okay.
allows me to.
You're like Liam Neeson?
Yeah. Well, his skills are a lot different than mine.
I'll bet they are.
We've already talked about the noodle arms, and I don't even own a tool. So, yeah, my skills are more verbal.
Well, good to have you back again.
Well, it's always good to be up here.
As always. We've had some really good matches today so far. Todd Schmidt and Derek Schwartz.
I was watching a good portion of Todd Schmidt's while I was at Charlie's Tap. Just kind of watching some people shoot a pool tournament down there because that's only 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Todd did pretty well.
So they have the match and everything on the screens.
Huge TV right behind the bar. It's
I love it.
Like a 60-inch TV, live, obviously live streaming it. So, because a lot of people, I don't know if he shoots for Charlie's, but yeah, whenever a Fond du Lac player is playing, a lot of times Charlie's or Margell's, they'll put it on the screen so everybody can watch it. So yeah, there were a lot of people watching it live there. So what do we got going on here? 2-2, and Mike's going to 8. Isn't it? If it's a 50-point differential, right? If it's 50 points or 75, one of the two, and then you get an extra. You got to go an extra game.
Yeah, for every 50 points in Fargo, it is one game.
Okay.
And
I saw the first game. There were a lot of shots going on that first game, and that's when I got the tap out and turned the phone off. I haven't seen much since.
The tap out.
Yeah.
I love it.
So let's see here.
Michael Parker says, "Hey, Lyle."
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
And Mr. Kieser Sozi 1981 says, "Hey, Kurt. Hey, Lyle. Kapitsky here."
Kapitsky. Yeah, there's a blast from the past. I used to play a lot of poker with Jason.
Nice.
Of course, I played a lot of poker with a lot of people.
I was going to say.
And sometimes cards weren't involved.
Oh, jeez. Not that kind of poker. Is your wife? If your wife isn't listening to this, I'm assuming.
She is not, but she knows what I am. So, that's a nice shot. Come on out.
And you're still married. That's amazing.
Yeah, almost as long as you've been alive.
Wait a second. I'm 57, buddy.
Okay, maybe not that long. I got 38 years coming up here.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is going to be a tricky leave.
I think he's going to have to draw off of
Absolutely.
Five.
Just draw it. I mean, just kind of a... Actually, it doesn't have to be a stunt. Just a nice, solid draw stroke. Problem is, I think he's going to hit the... He's going to have to draw it a lot to try to get to the left side of that 5, just like he did. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Definitely worthy of cheers. Who are those cheers coming from?
Well, look at the crowd.
So,
I mean, look how many people are out here.
It is crazy. This place is packed all the time. And I come during the week, and I'll be here at 11 o'clock, and there'll be people lining up to get in at 11 o'clock, all the retired guys.
Yep, no doubt, which is why you're here, being retired.
Yeah.
And all. All right, I got to give another shout-out to Mr. Derek Schwartz from Avenue Auto. Just sent in a super sticker for the amount of $9.99. Once again, supporting the stream. I thank you very much. That is, I tell you, I cannot begin to tell you how much that means to me. So, thank you again, Derek. All right, let me get this score in order.
That was a really nice out by Jason.
Yes, it was.
Really nice out. Balls were out in the open, but still, he had a couple of things to maneuver. Is the chat? Am I able to see the chat up here? I'm about as anti-techie as they come.
Click on that live thing. Yep. and then it'll appear over there on the right.
Perfect.
Hey, we got another one. Michael Parker for $1.99. Thank you, Michael Parker. I feel bad because I think I just took away one of your Bud Lights for out on the dock. Are you still out there fishing?
On the dock of the bay?
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Keep going.
Wasting time.
All right. Well, that was your audition. I do have a band starting, and our first gig is in 3 weeks. Unfortunately, we have 2 lead singers. You did not make the cut.
Probably didn't make the cut.
No, I'll tell you what. We need some doo-oppers if you're willing to wear a skirt and a halter top.
Absolutely. It'd be like any other weekend.
Just an average weekend with the cheddar. Michael Parker, how you doing? That is a good break.
You know, I tell you.
Unfortunately.
Jason has been really unlucky so far because I think all of his breaks so far have been he's come up dry.
There's literally one ball in the middle of that table that's not within 6 inches of a rail or less.
And the problem is the 1-4.
Yeah. If you get in great position, you can hit the 6 into the 1. Get the cue ball over by the 8, 6 into the 1, carry him off of there, and that's good. But yeah, you stripes are the thing right here. Definitely. Really, the only tricky thing I see is, you got the double ball thing. Anytime you got 2 balls going in the same pocket, at 12, 15.
That can always cause an issue.
Well, and it looked like the 12 was a lot closer to the rail than what it apparently is because he's taking it right now. So now, oh, yeah.
And he fired that in with a lot of confidence, too. That was a good shot. So, Lyle, you yet again graced everybody at WSPA 2 weekends ago or 3 weekends ago for singing the national anthem, which is freaking fantastic.
Love singing that. I hope they invite me to sing every year. Yeah, out of anything I sing, that's a number one.
Yeah, I got
as well. It should be.
I was actually in Florida. Lisa and I were on a little vacation by her sister, and I got to watch the video of you singing this. Mm-hmm. It's cool to see. And
and people have mentioned I sing it. Well, they call it the right way, which I sing it pretty straight, and I think it deserves to be sang without all the frills and all of the runs and things like that. Let the song does it justice. Just sing it the way it's written.
Just a man in his voice.
Yep. He is looking really good here. I would just either stop it or drift it ahead a little bit. He is not looking near as good right now. I'm not sure why he didn't. He could have just rolled that a little bit and then taken the 15 down in the corner and with natural shape over to the 9 and then natural shape to the 13 and the 8. So
I'm kind of surprised at that myself. I think I would have played it the same way.
Yeah, because when he rolls the cue ball down the table, now the leave on, like, let's say that's where the cue ball ended up. That's a much harder leave to get from the 13 to the 15. It's not hard, but everything else was natural if he would have went 14, 15. And once again, I know Mike well as well. Jason's from my hometown, but I'm very impartial.
We've all played against Mike Lamere. I recognize the name, but I don't think I've ever played against Jason.
He does not shoot a lot of tournaments, and when he does, it's with a very specific group of guys from Fond du Lac. Dennis Koenigs and Kurt Knast, and they got a good group of friends that my pool team are friends with all of them as well. He doesn't get exposed as much as like you or I, and that's a really good thing. Hey, that's the lead.
That's what you were talking about before. And speaking of exposing yourself on the weekend, it's kind of frowned upon. But here at Outer Point Streaming, it's kind of the relevance of how we got our name. It's part of the gig, man. But that's okay.
I don't know. You let me show up in boxers and a T-shirt, so I don't.
Which I wouldn't expect anything less.
You may want to get this chair cleaned.
I'm sorry. What?
He's already beeping me. I haven't even said a 4-letter word
Yet.
Help, love, joys. This is perfect. He's got to do it. You got to do it. I mean, he's going to. There's no way.
Oh, you have to.
There's no way he's not going to do it. He didn't do it.
He didn't do it. I am really shocked at this.
Because now, okay, so apparently that one goes, but you're going to double kiss that 4, and I don't know.
You got to hit this a little firm.
You do. And I just think what can happen after he makes his shot, there's a lot more variables than if he would have just glanced that 6 off the 1 and got it off the rail, because that 1 is going to come right off that rail about 4 inches, and it's in a perfect spot.
Yeah, and here's the issue now. Where is that cue ball going to go? Because now you're leaving it for last, and if it doesn't get out enough, actually the 3 doesn't go past the 15, so now he's in trouble.
And that 5 ball, I'm being pretty critical here, but, I'm critical. That 5 ball was your safety ball. That's your ball. If you get in trouble, you got the 5 and you can get back in shape. And now he doesn't have a safety ball anymore. He's in trouble. I'm going to be a little surprised if he gets out of this. We'll see once right now on the next shot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right there's where he needs that 5 ball.
This is what I was talking about. That's he needed that 5 right there, and now he's in trouble, I think.
And that 5 was in a perfect spot. Follow it, cue ball off the rail in between the 8 and the 13, go over by the side, and bing, bing, and he's out.
Michael Parker says that was supposed to be $199. Well, next time. No, I'm having a couple of drinks and enjoying listening to and watching the stream. Okay. Well, thank you for the $1.99. I'll take it. Bill, Hocus Pocus Larson in the house. What's up, man?
Billy the kid. Billy, not the kid, but Bill Larson. He's the man. I've met Bill in about 10 different tournaments over the last several years.
Did I ever tell you about my favorite live stream comment?
I know what you're going to say, and I still... Ooh, that did go past there. He's way smarter than we are. He knew it all along.
No doubt.
All right, back to that comment. I know what it's going to be because I still... I think I shot a pool tournament in Kiel over the weekend, and I told that joke. Go ahead.
No, I still laugh. All the viewers that we have, I have to tell it again. So we were talking about pre-shot routine and practice and, things you do to get prepared for either a match or a tournament or whatever it may be. Mental preparedness. So Bill, Hocus Pocus, gets on the stream and types in, I've been working on my stance quite a bit on my game. So I literally almost fell out of my chair, because if you don't know who Bill is, and this is not derogatory in any way, because he would laugh his ass off.
And he's the one who made the joke.
He's the one who made the joke. He's in a wheelchair. So working on his stance, he doesn't get out of his wheelchair. So, we're working on, how many pounds per square inch on the, for the tires, or what in the hell are you working on, man? So anyway, still by far the best comment.
I literally just told that joke, and I can tell that joke because Bill's the one who said it, and Bill's just a great, I could have used a 4-letter word right there. I probably shouldn't, though, but, great guy.
He's a good shit.
You can say that?
Yeah. Well, I can. You can't.
Oh, shit. Oh.
All right, we got a score change. It is now 4-2 in favor of Jason.
I'll tell you what, that was another beautiful out. I know he got out of it, but
I still wouldn't have played it that way.
Right, which is fine. And we didn't know that what was it, the 3 ball went down the rail. So that does change things. But he still got a little fortunate once he kissed off that 4, that the 4 came free and he got that shot.
Yep, for sure.
And those are the little things that can definitely turn a match around.
Michael Parker says, "Hey, Dale, I think you need to give Lyle a job commentating with you. He does a great job." You know, I couldn't agree more, and Lyle and I have talked about it on more than one occasion. He is always welcome in the booth. Always.
And I love being up here. You know, anybody who knows me, I'm just a tad of an extrovert. So I...
No, that's not true.
Partially. And talking is definitely my thing. I like to talk. I like to analyze. I, throw some judgments out there.
Yeah, no shit.
You never did give me that list of words. You know, like George Carlin. I don't know what
the do's and don'ts.
No, the 8 words you can't say on TV. I don't know what the number was, but the great George Carlin.
There were words that George Carlin could not say on TV. He's the only one that he could say anything and get away with it.
Yes, he could, but there's certain things he couldn't say on TV. But in his live stand-up shows, he'd say everything. Oh, we got people taking pictures of us in the booth. Okay, so it's just the QR code. Oh,
my. He kind of let up on that stroke just a smidge, or just hit it a little too hard.
I don't know how these guys have been playing prior to this, other than that first game that I saw, and then that was kind of the first game jitters. But the last 2 racks that Jason has played have been...
So Jason got out of line the first 2 or 3 racks,
okay.
And kind of he was kind of in 1 or 2 ball hell for a little while. Mike, on the other hand, came out firing and didn't miss a lick. So the tables have, pun intended, the tables have kind of turned in Jason's direction. So are you reading the comments over there?
I am. Anybody who knows my son and I, we've got not a delicate relationship, but we like to test each other. We like to pound each other. We like to make fun. And, yeah, that noodles joke, yeah.
You guys are more friends than father and son.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it.
And friends fight. And we fight like friends. Yeah. And then you kiss it. Well, last night we went out to dueling pianos, Kyle and his wife, and my wife and I, and then went over to our house in the hot tub, and got a little tanky.
Wait, you drink? No.
Now, I only dabble. I've always talked to my teammates. I am a professional at staying between 0.06 and 0.1, and I can do that for extremely long periods. Well, you did the whatever tournament that was down at the Sussex Bowl. We played a lot of pool all day.
Oh my God!
Super high roller,
the high roller
from 10 in the morning to 4 the next morning.
Dear Lord in heaven, yeah.
Yeah, gosh, that was a grind. But that's the key. I like to have a little. I like to have a little buzz. Anybody who knows me and shoots pool, but there's tipping points, and you can't dabble. I did last Wednesday at League, and that didn't go well.
Said a little too much.
Let's take it easy with the friend talk. Yeah. I was just being generous. I know I'm your best friend. You don't even crack my top 10.
Fabulous.
Hold on, did I just say that on air?
Hocus Pocus says, I'd help in the booth, but it's not accessible or big enough. Always cheddar sized.
Yeah.
Ceilings are 5'5".
Bill, it's not conducive for me either. At 6'3.5" and shrinking.
He had to bend down, and I got him in it's like a low-rise chair.
You actually have a better chance of getting in this booth and talking, Bill, than I do.
It's not wheelchair accessible, though. I'd have to take the door out.
Just got to work on a stance as we're pushing him through the window.
Excellent idea. Dave Dolly. So if you don't know who that name is right there, Dave Dolly is the tournament director down at Roll Mines and one of the biggest advocates of pool in Wisconsin, and extremely talented when it comes to fundraising and charities and everything else. So I always enjoy working with Dave.
I tell you, that's a talent. That is a talent. There are
It's a
certain
job.
It is a job, and it's a thankless job a lot of times. But it takes a special person to be able to do it and do it well. As Jay, wow,
and Dave is special.
He's going through this rack pretty nice. Well, you are too, in case nobody's told you lately.
That's my wife tells me all the time.
I'm not sure what you're seeing here, but I'm seeing if you shoot the 13. He can play the pocket on the right, take the cue ball off the rail, and then take the 14. It's pretty much just a 14 up into the corner, roll it a little bit, and then the 9 ball down by the 6. I don't know if he has
have
the
to
14.
play this 13 first.
Yes, and just
Without a doubt.
and play the right side of the pocket so that he can get the cue ball off that rail, and it's a nice, very, very natural leave. Matt Cooley checking in. Do you know that Matt Cooley is one of the 3 people in our band? That man can play a guitar. And you know, we got a gig in Oshkosh. We're playing at the Crossroads 41. We got a side stage gig at that place. And
No kidding.
Yeah. And they haven't even heard us play. They haven't even heard a note. We have 5 gigs right now.
Wow.
Nobody's heard a note.
That's dangerous territory.
It is. But Matt can tickle the strings. Oh my gosh, is he good.
I'm going to have to come and see you guys one of these times. What's the name of your band?
We just came up with a name.
Wow.
Free Time. Because
You're all retired?
No, I'm the only one. These guys are in their 30s. But if things go as they'll be retired in no time once we start playing in England.
Oh. Really?
That one rolled. No, yeah, getting aggressive. That one rolled a little head.
You got some high expectations, huh? I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, set your sights high.
All I know is we got a great guitar player, and my nephew can sing. He's one of the best singers, and literally male singers in the Fox Valley. And then I just kind of hang out with the guys.
Nice.
That one rolled ahead a little bit. I think he is going to.
Yeah,
he's going to either have to bump the 8 or try to slide
past it.
Yeah. But he's got to get in between the 1 and the 8. And then if he gets in between the 1 and the 8, if he comes up short, he's got the 8 in the side by the 7. And if he comes up long, he's got it in the corner. But I think that's a pretty good window for him. I think he can do that. Even if he touches the 8 and hits it firm enough. Ooh. See, anybody who hasn't been in this booth, the angles, pictures are perfect, but, you know.
They're deceptive.
They are, and all it takes is a half an inch difference from what you believe you're seeing and what is actually there. And
yeah, and especially I'll put it on the overhead camera because you get that fisheye effect.
But it looked like he hit center ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the. I still think, based on what we saw in all these views, that he could have hit high on the cue ball and missed that one, or at least glanced off of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, there's no safe anywhere on the table from here. He's got to play this cut.
Got to.
Upper right.
Yep. And, you know, and obviously not an easy shot, but I don't know. I think he's 50-50. What do you think? I think that's... not easy.
Go figure. Lyle asked me a question as I'm taking a bite of my patty melt.
I look over and he's got so I know how to fill time. We could start singing. Oh, just a little. Yeah, that's obviously wanted to get out there and a 5-2, and he's in total command of this. And one shot, 5-2, complete command, and now he has a real solid opportunity to make it 4-3.
Yep, huge, potentially a huge swing here. Matt Cooley says, and you can tickle the microphone. Bill Hocus Pocus, makes sense, Lyle. Go where they don't know you.
You know, and I try to do that, but literally it doesn't take long. Well, this looks pretty. Yeah. I mean, you can go anyway. Drop back a little bit and then take the one. Yeah, 1-7-2-8. Now you just gotta make sure you're focused and not miss a shot. Toughest shot's gonna be the 8-ball. Mike plays a lot of pool. I don't know what his games are in Fargo, but it's got to be a monster. Oh, that was.
I don't understand why he just didn't drift forward on that.
I'm a roller,
Me too.
All he had to do is, and the worst case scenario, he gets close to that bottom rail, but big deal.
Yeah, this is potentially a huge mistake if he doesn't get safe. This good play, but even with ball in hand, I don't know if.
Yeah, he walked past the booth. He is not happy, as none of us would be, and he gave us kind of that
the ushka look.
Yeah, that looked like I would like to break this stick in two.
Shafts are really expensive, so are joints. So
yeah,
we've all been there.
I think Jason's a pretty good jumper, if I recall. I'm sure he's better than me, but pretty much anybody.
That's easy.
Anybody in this pool room is better than me at jumping, and like 50 of them are college kids who never shoot. It's a good hit. It's a good hit, and it's a good leave. I don't believe this 7 goes. You got an angle that
definitely not. That definitely does not go. We'll give you the long view, but yeah, that is not getting past.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shot. I mean, that's a good jump. Cue ball, the 2-ball and the cue ball were only about 4 inches apart. Just get a hit, stay in the game. This is a pretty easy save. Yeah, absolutely. Pretty sure you can't see it.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I cheated and leaned over a little bit.
He is locked tight. Not jumping this one.
No. Kick at it and hit it pretty firm. Try to get that cue ball up table if and when you miss. Because I don't think this one's 50-50. Going more about 97-3.
That gets a hit?
No, I think he's going to get a hit. I mean, I think he's way more than 50-50.
Oh, you're talking about
hit,
making it.
right.
Yeah,
that's why I think you got to hit it firm to try to hopefully get the cue ball. If you get the cue ball up by the chalk over there, he's leaving Mike some decisions again. Wonder how my wife's doing. She gave her a little money, and she loves the machines. So I said, I'm going to go commentate for about 15, 20, 30 minutes, and you go win us.
I think you're past that time.
I know I'm past the time, but she's not here. That's a good sign that she's not here.
She's winning.
She comes back with a wad of cash. We're going out, buddy.
I'm in. My wife's in Elkhart Lake all weekend.
Really? What you doing there?
Women's retreat.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
How to deal with difficult
husbands.
I'm really surprised my wife is in there as well.
I thought she was one of the speakers.
Yeah. Testimonial.
Yeah. So my husband Lyle.
I don't know what he's. I don't like that at all. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see that. See from here, it looks like that 7 is like a tough shot in the side. Now, I
still don't like. I would have played the 7 before I played the 2.
I always take the 1 on the rail. You get so many options. Then after that,
and this is no gimme here either.
No, because he came up way short. But yeah. Well, once again, not to critique, but if he would have just floated that 2 ball,
Yep.
then he would have had a much better angle on the 7. But
But he got out.
Yep. Bottom line.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a huge game. Just for a simple fact that Mike won the first 2 games, and then Jason went on a 4-game streak. And Mike's out there talking to himself as he's racking. So
That was I was thinking the same thing. I mean, there's always turning points in every set. That could be the turning point. He's saying he has 4. He has 4? You had 3?
even the players don't even know what the score is.
Yeah, they're giving us hand signals. A couple of one-gun salutes, and I think we're off.
Yeah. Hey, you got one game.
Can you say that? Screwdriver. Hold on. I'm not up to the .06 yet.
And you're talking about the tool, right? The screwdriver tool?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't own one, but I heard they're really cool, and I think they come in like 2 styles. One looks like a star. Not sure what they call those. I got a guy for that, though. It's kind of funny. I literally know nothing about handyman, but I've had like 5 guys from our pool league in my house. One doing a deck, one putting in the floor in the basement, one guy putting in a backsplash. Another guy did downspouts and gutters for Kyle. It's really nice to have people who know.
Heck yeah. If you need to, instead of getting your hands hold, there is a coaster over there.
Oh wow!
If you really so choose.
Oh yeah.
No. Back in the corner over there.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
You guys got everything.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a cigarette machine in here and a spittoon.
I don't need either of those.
Tobacco. I'd really like to get a cot in here, or a crib. A baby crib would be fine.
That would be perfect. And it won't even have to be very long for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I got a couple of spares now that all my kids are way gone.
Oh my.
Oh.
Drew it right into the side pocket.
Well, this is important. Jason can get out of here and grab control. If he doesn't get out of this rack, you hate to start making predictions this early. Well, it's not early. It's halfway through. Really could use a lift and get out of this rack. Otherwise, if it's 4-4...
Momentum swing.
Well, there's something to be said when a game is sort of given to you. That really can change your psyche. Gives you a deep breath. Said, all right, now I just have to run a rack or get a couple of good outs, and you're there.
Nice one, Michael Parker. So Lisa is on a little getaway. Good one.
And he's doing a little commentating.
Very, very little. Still trying to finish my patty melt, man.
I'll tell you what. Not big on talking, but I can fill some space here if you want to start chewing that thing down.
Not big on talking.
I can commentate through every single chew.
Have at it.
He got a little fortunate there on that leave. He did not want to end up there, but I think he still has the 5 and the 4, and he's going to take the 5. This is pretty ABC, but like we saw in the last, just right there, it doesn't take much.
Commentators curse.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
Jason, when you go back and watch this match, that was Lyle Gable, not Little Cheddar.
I don't believe in that. He didn't know I said anything like that. Now, if I would have told him that before he shot, then it can play tricks in your mind. But he gets out here. It's huge.
Uh-oh.
Huge momentum swing.
I think I see your wife coming.
Does she have... Oh, she is. She is. Does she have a wad of cash? I don't...
I can't tell.
Don't... Ooh, she gave me a grimace. And I said, here's $60. Go see how you do. And she said, no, I only want 40. She's a pretty frugal gambler.
Is that true?
And that's
Is that a true story?
That's absolutely true.
Wow.
She's a very controlled gambler. Just like me with my gambling and drinking.
Okay, that's horseshit.
Hey, you can say that. That's right.
Are you kidding me? I mean, are you seriously out of your mind? You know, our viewers know who you are, right? Are you shitting me?
You know, and I shot a tournament last weekend with Matt Strong, and talk about two different personalities. But I told him I prerequisite.
That was in Kiel, right?
I was in Kiel. Prerequisite number one, a good guy, and if you're a good pool shooter, that's a hell of an advantage. He's one of the nicer, most soft-spoken guys, and between him buying him and I buying him, about 15 Diet 7-Ups during the course of the day. It was two different individuals playing in that tournament, but we both got along really well.
I am a big fan of Matt Strong.
He's a great guy.
We
Great shooter, too.
We share all the duties here at Varsity Club.
He's one of those guys you put on your list and you keep him on the list.
Yep, no doubt.
He's never going to come off.
I do have one problem with Matt Strong.
He's better than you? Oh.
He on days. He cost me $325 for the simple fact that he whined and cried about the pink 4-ball for the TV set when I first started the stream here. So I had to go get another set of freaking balls that has the purple 4-ball and the purple 12.
Gotcha.
So, they're in the finals for nationals.
Mm-hmm.
Right as we speak, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure how it ended up or whatever, but I don't like this. Well, I don't like this
but
at all.
But if it's straight on, I'm not sure what else. What a shot.
That was well played.
That was a very nice shot. I know it was a short shot, but when you jack that cue up and you need about 6 inches or more, who are you going to call? So anyway, Beck. So Matt and the 4-ball.
So I asked him. I was like, "Are they playing with the the pink 4-ball out in Vegas?"
And he said,
"All right, they are taking a break real quick."
All right, they're going to take a break, and my wife just gave me a thumbs down. I think that's $40 I will never see again. So it's always a pleasure. Glad you invited me up here.
Thank you for coming in, Lyle. I greatly appreciate it. It's always a pleasure having you in here, no doubt about it. Come back again.
Perfect. I will. And fun seeing these guys shoot. I'm going to get home. I'll be home in about 20 minutes, and I'll watch the end of it.
All right. Super.
Take care. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Always a good time. Get out.
Knock them dead. My wife.
I think she's going to beat him upside the head already. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. It's always a pleasure having Lyle Gable in the booth. He's done it on more than one occasion. It's always a good time. The hard part is after he leaves, it's really hard to have that kind of banter with yourself. So, it's difficult telling jokes to yourself that you already know the punchline to, So, anyway, I'll do my best to keep you entertained. But what's up, Michael Lagoo in the house? What's that message that you retracted there, buddy? We're curious to find out. Everybody wants to know. Unless it's smutty. And then, nope. Well, if you've never been to the Varsity Club or Fletch's, which is right next door, on a Saturday night, holy cow, this place is packed with young, old, middle-aged, I shouldn't say old, well, other than myself. This place it's hopping. Oh, all right. Gotcha, Mr. Lagoo. Good shot on the 5-ball. Has a shot on the 6. But holding for the 9, or I'm sorry, for the 1 ball. This is going to be tough. I mean, you got 6 feet. Yeah, and that was no easy shot at all. Yeah, it's hard. Given the fact that that 6 was so close to the rail, it would have been really one heck of a good shot if you would have held it there for that 1 ball. Ryan Linus, where are you coming from? Actually, here, even better yet, why don't we do this? I haven't done this in forever. So get on over the comment section and type in where you are tuning in from. Do it now. Do it. Thank you, Andy Kuntz. Much appreciated. Andy, I haven't seen you in forever. Didn't you play BCW with me back in the day? Or against me, I should say. Messina, New York. Well, thank you for tuning in, Ryan. Much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, do me a huge favor and get on over there and do that. And the reason being is This is the Knockout Challenge 1.0. The reason I call it that is it's a knockout challenge. It's a single elimination. You get to schedule your own match. You know what? Actually, while Mike is taking a look at that, this is kind of what it is. Ryan, started out with 32 players. Wow, what a shot. Are you kidding me? I should just never I should leave it on the match at all times. And I can't even get it on a replay. So Mike Lamere just made a jump shot. And now we are at a race to 4 for each of them. That is 3 in a row for Mike Lamere. Sorry about that, everybody. Excuse me. All right, so while Mike is racking, so this is the Knockout Challenge. Every match is live streamed other than 2 of them. Single elimination, and so once I did the draw, all the players were notified of who they're playing, and then they scheduled their own match. So instead of the typical tournament where you're here for a whole Saturday or Friday or Sunday or so on, I just came up with the idea of why don't you let the players decide when they want to play and stream it. And so far this has gone over like gangbusters. So I'm going to be doing several of these. Scuba Steve from North Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Andy and Al Holden both tuning in from Waupun. Oh, cool. Andy, we'll see you up there for WISPA. $63 viewers, and so far I have 4 that told me where they're tuning in from. I'm not going to play this game anymore. Very nice shot by Jason. Not an easy draw stroke from 5 feet. Jacked up. Thank you, Dumper Dan. Much appreciated. Michael Parker, you have got me at a loss for words, and I'm not exaggerating. That's not sarcasm. That's not BS. That comment means everything to me. It really does. I do this for the love of the game, and I do it for it. This isn't about notoriety or anything else. We've done some really big events. Brian and I were at Derby. We did that. Who knows what the future holds? But I'm enjoying this local stuff. Staying connected with friends that I've known in the pool community for such a long time means more to me than anything. Without you guys, thank you, Michael. Seriously, that means everything. Steve, there is no way in hell I am going to pronounce your last name. Tuning in from Sharon, Wisconsin, of course, Stephen Schwen from right here in Oshkosh, living about 5 minutes away. So if you would, taken the place of Mr. Lyle Gable. He has finally given up the pool stick for the remainder of the evening. His wife let him out of the house to unguarded, unsupervised, and everything, which is scary as hell. I mean, I can't imagine what she probably goes through when you leave. But if you would, everybody, get on over the comment section, put your hands together for Lyle Gable's replacement is Mr. Chris Green.
Hello, everybody. Glad I could join.
We've had some really good matches today.
Yeah, Jim said his went back and forth for the first match. I didn't hear much about the second one, but...
Well, Roger and Troy. Troy, I think he played for probably 3 hours after his match. He did not leave happily.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he had quite a few opportunities and did not capitalize on it. So Roger got the best of him. And then, so Shelly Drake and Jim Reese played earlier. And then, wow, very nice shot.
Is this the first 8-ball game, too?
Yes, this is
that's
the
what I thought I heard.
First time. Thank goodness. I was thinking that wheel was jinxed for a while. I mean, it does take longer, playing 8-ball, obviously, than, rotation, but it's good to have the mixture.
Yes. Well, looks like Jason's in the middle of a nice run out.
Yeah, indeed. Mike had an opportunity and kind of gave one away there a little bit, but Jason definitely is. I'll tell you what, he is. Do you know Jason? Have you ever played against him before?
No, I haven't.
Me either. So, lives out by El Dorado area and plays at Charlie's in Fond du Lac, and got a lot of supporters. So, and he's playing good, playing really
Awesome.
well. Mike won the first 2 games, and then Jason came back and won the next 4, which kind of put a fire under Mike a little bit. So he's fired back 1-2, and then they've each won 1 since then. So we're all tied up, but Jason gets a game. So, and his 516 Fargo does not reflect his ability. They're really playing well.
Awesome.
So Bill asked the question. Oh, that's one of the things that I was going to tell Ryan from New York was, so how do you determine what they're going to play? 8 ball, 9 ball, or 10 ball? So I have a little wheel. It's like a little wheel of fortune, if you will, or Price is Right. So the player's leg, and whoever wins the leg gets to spin the wheel. There's 12 or pieces of pie on the wheel, and there is 4 of each game: 8 ball, 9 ball, or 10 ball. So whatever they spin on the wheel is the game that they're playing for that match. And the reason why I did that is, so when I did the King of the Hill at Mad Apple, it used to be where the incoming opponent would pick the game that they're going to play, which I thought was cool. But I wanted to make it where nobody knows what you're going to play. So you're going to practice all of your games. 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball. And it's going to be very random. So, and it's one of the features that the players have really liked that has been competing in this event. And given the fact that a normal bracket, and to make it a little bit further, Ryan, to go into it, on a normal bracket, it's not single elimination, it's typically double elimination. This is a single elimination event, but you cannot look ahead to who you're going to play next. You can, but it's not going to make any difference. The reason being is there is a redraw on every round. So I've got 2 matches tomorrow, one on Monday and one on Tuesday. After those matches are done, those are the last of the 16 for the first round. I'm going to do a redraw live after the last match, and then all the players are going to be able to see who they're going to be playing next after that fact. So just it's a lot of twists and turns to get to the finals.
Yes, it is. Can't prepare for it.
Nope. Scott Bear tuning in from Baraboo. Oh, Andy. Okay, so you play at a Fond du Lac, and Jason's one of your teammates. Oh, very cool. All right, Mike electing to play safe.
Oh, not bad. All the way up the top rail, tight on the rail. That adds a little tester to it.
Thank you, Bill. Well, one of the things so all of these players that are in this, it's basically $5.99 and under Fargo. It came from the sign-up list back in September or October. And there were two separate sign-up lists. Or I'm sorry, you could sign up either to play at Varsity Club or at Sussex Bowl, which is Hollenbeck's Q Club. So I know Brian's out at Nationals in Vegas, and we've talked about it before about when he wanted to start. We hit that one a little thick. Potentially doing the same thing down in Sussex, but
Going for the bank.
I personally, I don't like this shot, but the reason being is so the 12 and the 5 are tied up, right?
Yep.
So is Mike's 15 ball. He can't get at it. So where the cue ball was, he could have cut the 11 in the side and ran into the 1 to break up his 15 and almost guaranteed a shot on the 10 ball. So there was a potential to get out on this rack. Conservative is not always
a good thing.
Yeah, because it's hard if you're being conservative to get your brain out of that mentality.
Yep, and back into aggressive.
Yep. You're playing safe after safe after safe, and you're not getting out. You're not finishing a rack, and it starts to, kind of creep into your head. Okay, now I got to take a shot.
Yep.
I think I'd be getting rid of this 4 ball pretty quick. Well, actually, no, I guess the 3 does go past.
Yeah, as I said, the 3 goes past either way.
If it does, so I think I would probably attempt at this point, given what I was saying before. So the 5 and the 1 are tied up for Jason, and the 12 and 15 are tied up for Mike. I think I would play the 3 ball, come behind the 8, and try to bust that 5 out of there. Because you're probably still going to have a shot at the 4 ball or the 7.
Well, he's going to try and bank it. Well, not too bad of a turnout.
No, he's got the 9. He's got the 9 straight in. Let's go to our long view. Yeah, I think I'm playing this 9 all day.
Oh. Good eye.
Shooting the 11. Ugh.
Nice try.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree. That was a heck of an effort. Just a little bit more outside English, a little more right-hand spin. That would have knocked that one right out of the way. Man, it is loud out there, Chris.
Yes, it is. I'm kind of glad to be in the booth now. It's a little quieter.
A little.
Okay, a lot.
Holy cow.
It's got a packed house tonight, and yeah, the music's going. People are yapping. It's going.
I'm going to turn the air conditioner on just to drown out some of the noise. And it's getting pretty warm in here.
I was going to say, it's a little toasty in here. Not too
hot.
bad.
No.
You are no good.
Intoxication. Mm-hmm. All right. Looks like Mike is playing safe. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a really good
brutal.
shot.
Very nice.
Because Jason is going to have to hit that one ball. All right, let's go to the side view here. I think I would actually try to do the same thing, and it's very speed dependent, obviously. I would put some left-hand spin on this and try to get right behind that 15 ball. Yeah, where he's pointing, you don't want to be there because that leaves him the 9 ball. I don't like any of those areas. None. If you get behind the 15 or close to behind the 15 without giving him the 9, and it's not an easy shot, there's no doubt about it, but
definitely takes away a lot of options.
Yeah, the 15 does not go past the 4 or anything like that, and so this was a good save by Mike.
I think he needs more spin.
I think I'm going to have to go out and talk to some folks. Yeah, maybe not. Getting a little close to the table.
Rookies.
Well, this is kind of what I was saying about leaving Mike the 9 ball, because this is a very easy shot, and the potential to get shape on the 12 in the side is about 90%. As long as he doesn't run past the 14, he's almost guaranteed a shot, and then you may have let him out.
Yeah, because he stays behind it for the 10 up in the corner.
That's one thing he did not want to do. Oh my. Oh my.
That's a Chris shot.
Yeah.
Here, let me make a shot and hook myself.
That's a little cheddar shot, too. You know, it's... I really feel like I'm going to have to go out and talk to these people. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll try and keep people entertained. No guarantees. And Mike got himself in a little bit of a pickle here. I think he's looking at trying to kick at the 14 in the side past the 5. A little tight. As I said, almost willing to try and go off the bottom rail and kick the 12 in. Mr. Lorenz is on his way back into the booth. Ooh, nice try on Mike. Nice try for the kick on the 12. Well, Mike chose to try and do the kick for the 12 in the side and did not get the outcome he was hoping for. So a good opportunity for Jason. Might have to work a little bit to get on that 2 or get that 2 out in the open a little bit, I think, maybe. But once the 1's out of the way, I think it will go up in the corner past the 15.
I'll tell you what, it's a matter of getting on it. Because, that was a fortunate little rub there on the 15. That could have been a game changer of this game or the outcome, because that gave him a shot on the 7 ball on the side, albeit not an easy one, but shaped to get to the 4.
Nice speed. Nice shot.
Does he have the 4?
Might be a little tight.
Let's take a look at the long view and see if that... I think the 5 goes in between them, though.
Yep. I think he's got the 4 or the 5 with that position.
You know, honestly, I would not mind if I was shooting, leaving that 2 for last.
Yep.
You know, get shape on... If... That might even go between the 8 and the 14, that 2 ball. So he may have 2 pockets. So if that 5 does pass between the 3 and the 4, I mean, that's the obvious shot,
yep.
Right? Just stop it, play the 4, 3, 2, 8. So, Michael Parker, did I make it quieter? Absolutely not. I think I may have made it louder. Actually, I got kind of a dirty look from that girl over there.
Really? When you asked him to kind of stay away from the table?
I just, just saying, hey, we've got a big match going on here. And she gave me that, who the hell are you?
Right? Who are you and why are you talking to me?
Right. My boyfriend's bigger than you. Well, duh. Everybody is.
Right? It's all right. I got your back.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Prefer that it, doesn't get to that.
True. But I'm always game. My brain thinks I'm 25. My body, not so much.
Wasn't that Toby Keith? Right?
Nice shot.
Even better. Oh, look at this.
Nice.
That's actually going to dress up pretty
Very
well
nice.
for the side.
Yep.
Interesting. And that was intentional. Well, look who is in the house. It is the one and only Salsa Man and pickled asparagus and all kinds of good stuff. Nobody like him. Mr. Fred Renner, welcome aboard, good sir. Might be hitting you up pretty soon for some more salsa.
No,
Fred, I'm assuming you were out and about. Oh boy. I think he's got too much angle on this 3-ball.
agreed.
Did he miscue? Because he is looking at his, like something just went wrong. All right, so given the angle, if I was shooting, I would load up with low left and run into that 10 ball. Make the 3, draw into the 10, because now I'm not going to say you're almost guaranteed, but you could easily get a shot in the side or in the corner. But you have to move this 10 ball. Let's see if Jason feels the same. He's
like
cueing low.
Yeah, looks like he's jacking up to try and do that. Come on.
It was a great shot. That
Beautiful
was a
shot.
great shot. Like I was saying, there's a really good possibility you're going to end up with a shot here, and he does. Now it's just a matter of make the 2.
And not scratching the side.
Yep. Don't scratch in the side and come out 2 rails. For the 8-ball in the lower, I'm going to move. Let's move cameras. A little bit better view. So right between the 12 and the 14. Make the 2 first.
Right. Oh, I like it.
Fred, what were you doing all day today that you were not here for the first 2 matches? Shame. Just kidding. I hope you're out having a good time. It's too early to pick ditchweed. You know that, right? Just in case you were out searching. So on Fred's jars of salsa, it's Fred, remind me of exactly what it says. I don't want to misquote what. Oh, boy, did he draw the heck out of that.
Yeah, he did.
He was definitely avoiding the scratch.
No, almost scratching that bottom corner.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Right?
All right.
Okay, the most important shot of the rack. And you talk about pressure. This 8-ball would potentially put him on the hill. Or make this an even race to 2. Yeah, love it.
Right? Keep it interesting.
Heck yeah, I feel the pressure in here. Or that could be the Taco Bell that I had earlier. Holy
Nice
cow.
shot. Beautiful shot.
What an out. What an out. I'm sorry, but I am not. That's that 516 Fargo. Wow, that's an out of a 616 Fargo.
Yes, he definitely put that one in with some authority and confidence.
You know, and one of the things I like about Jason's game that I've noticed so far, he doesn't rush anything. You know, he's taking his time. He's looking at the angles. He's looking at, you know, what he needs to do to get out, and he's doing it. Yeah, I don't mean to be redundant, but I've heard from a lot of players already, you know, that have played in this event that this is really important to them. You know, it obviously you're never going to go to a tournament hoping that you lose,
right?
You know, but being the inaugural knockout challenge, and yeah. So Fred Renner says Corey Peterson and I were in a partners tournament, just got home. All right, so it's 9:15 in the evening. How did you do? And where was it?
Here we go.
Jason to break in rack number 12, and a break and run wins him the match. But nothing is going in. Hit those kind of medium stroke-ish.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he hit it a little light.
Really didn't leave. The 3 and the 10 are tied up, and then there's a cluster of 2, 6, 8, 13, 14. I do not know what that accomplished.
Yeah, I would have at least tried to pick a suit.
Yeah.
No?
I would. Absolutely. And that's the first thought is, okay, which ones are going to be the easiest?
Yep.
Let me make one of those
Make
balls.
one of those and then play a safe
Right.
or whatever. Let the other guy work at it. But I guess. See what happens.
There it is. So Fred Renner says, okay, this is his mantra of his salsa. The salsa is the best chunky salsa north of the border, which is Illinois. All right. And the pickled asparagus is the best ditchweed in the state.
Nice.
Ditchweed. Love it. He makes regular, zippy,
Zippy.
zippy-er, and zippy-ist, and set the toilet paper on fire. So it is Mike has to win 8, Jason has to win 7. Oh, that's what that number means at the bottom. Oh, correct. Yep. Questions from the audience? Third, in our home area by Adams, a little town called Grand Marsh is where they played today. They got third place. Cool.
Nice job.
Oh, I'd be willing to bet. Oh, you know as well as I do, Corey Peterson. We're on Thursday night league together, team, me and Taylor Collar. Corey is not happy with third place.
No.
I wouldn't be either. Third place, that's the second loser. Love you, Fred. Hope that doesn't ruin my ditchweed availability. All right, so this game might take just a little bit of time. I am going to show you what is coming up tomorrow at noon. We have Vincent Didio from Fond du Lac, I believe. Or maybe Oshkosh. Fond du Lac. Tattoo artist, owns his own business against Jason Van. That's going to be a fun match. Actually, they're all fun. After that, at, I believe, 7 o'clock. No. Got all my days mixed up. Tomorrow's the 3rd or the 4th? Sure.
The 3rd.
All right. So at 4 o'clock tomorrow, it is Adam Lutz and Jesse Crook. And then the 7 o'clock match is going to... Wait, tomorrow's the 3rd, you said?
Yes.
Okay. 2 matches tomorrow. That's it. Then on Monday night, we have Maynard Abear and Dustin Clark playing at 7 o'clock Monday night. And then Tuesday afternoon, the last match of round 1 is Brent Lucas and Steven Schwen. So 4 more matches after this evening.
Nice.
Good stuff. As I said, Fred Renner, Corey was not happy. LOL. 32 teams. Nice. Al Jordan says, come on, man. 78 watching and only 14 likes. You know what? I couldn't agree more, Al. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So, get those likes up there. And even more, get out there and share it. Subscribe, Outer Point Streaming, then share it with your friends, and then go over to the neighbor's house and very politely just knock on the door, walk in, and say, could I borrow your phone for roughly about 2 minutes, and then subscribe on all of their devices, and
share.
And then share. And then share some more. So, if you don't know already, that's how I get paid. And in the month of in the month of February, I made $4.26.
Ooh,
from
you got a
YouTube.
raise. Nice.
I did. I am up to 1.5 sun drops. Life doesn't get any better,
right?
This is good, Chris. This is good stuff. Fred Renner liked and shared to 5 pool groups and my news feed. That's how it's done.
That is awesome.
That is a good lesson in how to do it. Thank you, my friend. Muchos gracias. And I'm going to pick on Corey on Thursday night for her. And I'm going to spread the word around to, oh, what a pretty shot.
That was a pretty shot.
That was really nice. Well, he actually, so I'm looking kind of down the barrel here, if you will. And if Jason plays this 4, he can actually get past the 8 to break out his 3 ball. Where the cue ball ends up, that's another question. But that's a chance that you're going to have to take no matter what.
Correct.
The 3's got to come out no matter what. So,
and he's good at it.
And he is on the hill. So, to be honest with you, I think I would go for this just for the simple fact that Mike's 9 and 15 are. I mean, they're not horrible, but they're not in the best place. And of course, his 10 is.
Nice try.
All right. Still has the 7 ball, but now you're running out of soldiers on the field.
To get really gutsy and go for the bank on the 3?
Yes. Here's how I would play it, though.
So now, again, that's a Chris shot.
Here's the. You think ahead, though. Okay, he did call it. But what I would do is draw into the 8 ball with like a medium speed. So if you do miss, you're not leaving Mike with a very easy shot on anything. And if you do make it, you've got a shot on the 7. Just like that.
Good call.
He
nice.
Absolutely played that perfect. So again, look at where that cue ball ended up. The only shot that Mike would have had is either a safe, which is pretty difficult, where that 6 is.
Yep.
But he had a super thin cut on the 10 ball. So the only issue is... So Jason's going to play the 7 ball. The key is to get either between the 12 and the 13 or the 12 and the 15 without contacting either one of them, or at least at a speed where he gets a shot on the 6 ball. And honestly, I think this is just natural shape. Maybe just a hair left, if at all. If he comes through this 12-13 clean with a shot on the 6, this match is over.
Yep.
Oh, he might get away with it. He's got a shot.
He's got a shot. And now he made a little bit of a cluster of the stripes. And 13, 12, and 9 aren't pretty anymore.
Nope. Al Jordan just said I better claim that $4.26 on my taxes this year. Which, of course. Of course. Come on. Why wouldn't I?
We got $3.25 going into the federal account already.
So I'm down to $1.01. That's horse shit, man. I'm sorry. I mean, that's horse mother. Are you kidding me? That's how much the sons of
Gotta love our government.
mother.
They're looking out for your well-being.
Yeah, they sure are.
Oh my God, I can't believe that didn't drop.
Wow. And he just looked at the booth and smiled.
And he had to leave on the 8. He was out.
That was for the match.
Yep.
He did hit it just a hair thick, and it's okay. I'd have been sweating bullets myself. Here's the shot Mike Lamere has to take, is shoot the 13 and run right into the back of those 3 balls.
Yep.
Right clustered up. Just a smidge of low left. Not much. Just don't miss the 13. All right.
Well, that works.
Whatever works. Well, now, so that 10 ball will go in that pocket by the 6 ball. Relatively easy. Given how deep that is on the shelf, it's almost, you'd have to try to miss it.
That should follow it in.
Wow. Al Holden just says, yeah, well, that's all you're worth. That's what friends are for, huh? Thanks, buddy. Hitman. Yeah, I'd like to hit you right on the son of a. Are you kidding me? You, Al.
Feeling the love. Lots and lots of love.
Oh, tons.
I like it.
Sorry, I had to turn that air conditioner off. My outer points are getting pretty firm right now. Yikes.
Nice.
Well, if you are just joining us, thank you very much for being here on this lovely Saturday evening. The guy speaking to you right now is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and in the booth with me is the one and only Chris Green, the tech wizard. Okay, there
Morons.
That's not sure exactly what's going on. I'll be right back.
All right. Now that we chased away the people standing in the middle of the way, Mike's got a choice of doing the 10 and maybe backing up a little bit for the 11, and looks like that's what he's going to go.
Well, that just actually made a decision for me where I am going to purchase some of the ropes or the stanchions.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't have it. Yeah. You think that's funny, Roger Pregler? Kevin Dorn says, finally, some talent in the booth.
Nice.
He's talking about you, Chris.
Uh-oh. Little light.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Oh, I was waiting for him to chuck his cue.
Well,
all right. Here's a tester of a shot, though.
This is, again, this is so deep in the pocket. He is going to have to jack up and draw out of this. There is, if he goes rail first on anyone, he will miss the ball. I promise you, I've played 1,000 games on this table, and if he hits either one of those outer points, it will not make the 6. So he's going to have to come up with a good one here. Honestly, if I was the one playing, I would just jack up and draw it back, and wherever it ends up, that's where it ends up. I'm going to get a shot somewhere unless I scratch. And it's for the match, so.
Right.
Do it. Just do it. I don't like it. Can he actually hit the outer point? And
I think it's close.
this
from
is
the camera
so
angle.
dangerous.
Oh,
Oh,
I think I'd have put a little bottom on it, but
he got a little bit out of it.
here's a tester for the 8.
Well, this is it, folks. This is a good opportunity, and it's going to be coming right at you. Here, let's make this fun, shall we?
I like fun.
Whoa,
That's focus.
shouldn't have done that. All right, bear with me,
Oh,
folks.
there you go. Zoom, buddy. There you go. Zoomy. Zoomy.
There we go. All right, now focus.
Take a breath.
Yep.
Say a prayer. And then follow through. Bam.
That is the game, folks.
Nice finish.
No doubt. I'm very impressed with how well Mr. Harlan shot. I've never seen him play before, and he done. Congratulations. That's all I can say.
Nice
This
job.
was a well fought match. With that being said, it is a Saturday night, and I'm tired. I want to go home.
I'm going home and going to bed.
So, on behalf of myself, Dale Little, Cheddar Lorenz, and that gentleman right over here, Mr. Chris Green, thank you for joining me for the last half of this.
You're welcome, sir.
As always, thank you everybody for tuning in. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, and I hope we get to see you again tomorrow. And again, the first match is going to be starting at noon. If you got nothing to do after church tomorrow, well, go to church first and then pray for Little Cheddar and Chris because we need it.
Amen.
All right, everybody. On behalf of Outer Point Streaming, thank you, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.